Hey everybody, Alpha KS here. We had some technical difficulties these past couple of weeks, and we got like this entire session recorded, so we're just going to go ahead and go do an audio one this week. So for everybody on YouTube, this week's going to be just purely audio, no video. The next podcast, episode 5, is going to be going back to the video. We just had some few issues with our video setup right now, and we're getting it all hammered out, so enjoy this week's episode. Hey!
What's up?
What's up?
Hey, you want to know something funny?
What?
You know the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, like the Legacy Edition, I think that's what it's called? It's like 130 gigs.
Yeah,
That's like massive.
That's 2 games.
I know. Well, it is 2 games technically, you know, because you got the Infinite Warfare and then the Modern Warfare 4 Remastered.
But it's one. You have to have the one. You have to have the one to play the other.
Yeah, that is true, which is so stupid. You know why? You want to know why?
Because Call of Duty sucks.
Yeah. Welcome everyone to episode 4 of the Alpha and Arneezy Podcast. And once again, here we are, 4 episodes in, and Alpha has forgotten to bring snacks.
Hey, you are the host. You're supposed to be hosting me.
No. See, the thing is, your name comes first in the podcast.
That's just because Arneezy and Alpha sounds weird.
It does. But still, you know, you're the one that edits this stuff, so, you know, you should, like, bring the snacks.
The editor has to bring the snacks.
Yeah.
I should keep the snacks at home while I'm editing. I have snacks while I edit.
Maybe I should just, like, join you in your editing sessions one of these days.
Yeah, maybe you'll get snacks.
I will get snacks. I did get fed the last time I was over there, so yeah.
You did.
I think it was like pizza.
It was pizza and Doritos. Oh, Doritos. Is that what that is?
Doritos. It was a triangle.
I don't think I can do Doritos copyrights.
Yeah, I might get a copyright strike for putting Doritos. You could probably just put like a plain chip on the thing, like right here.
I'll just put a triangle and just write Doritos over it.
Anyways, hope everybody's doing all right. A little late on the the recording. Had some technical difficulties last time.
Technical difficulties with the whole sharing files thing too. Google wasn't our friend last week.
No, it was not. But hey, you know,
just gonna power through it.
Just
carry on.
Now we're finally free tonight. Yeah.
Better quality.
We
upgraded.
We're upgrading each and every episode. We're gonna do something new. I thought we were gonna do something new last episode because when I was doing this, I thought she was gonna put like the GameStop logo right here on my hand.
I didn't know. There's no notes going out. I need my notes, man.
You know me for how long? You should at least know this stuff. Anyways, you know, as I said, hope everybody's doing fine. I'm gonna talk about some stuff. A little dry on the news, but hey, we'll make it work.
Yeah, it wasn't a very news-heavy week. Aside from
PSVR coming out today.
Gears of War 4 came out like a few days ago.
Yeah.
Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
Tuesday. That and 2K17.
Oh, and Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider came
out. I still didn't get my copy of Tomb Raider.
That's right. A few things came out.
I'll probably come back because I get paid tomorrow, so you know.
We're in like the forefront of all the releases coming out.
Yeah, but November
is gonna suck.
November sucks for gamers.
October I thought was gonna be kind of, but then
November. It's usually November.
I know, but like everything at E3, everybody's like October, November. It's just like they alternated, so there's just like so much coming out between the 2 months. Then November is just like overkill.
So not a lot happens in September though, except for like updates and shit that happens. You know, like the big update for Street Fighter 5, came out in September.
Segue.
You know, I've learned. I'm trying to learn how to segue into these. You know, maybe I should tweet to Sajam and ask him how to be a better segue.
You just need to watch him and take notes, man.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. But anyhow, Street Fighter 5 September update came out. I actually also just updated as well because they added Halloween stuff.
Yeah,
and
which some of it looks really cool.
I was streaming some Street Fighter 5 last night, and one of the people I was facing had the Halloween stage, and so I got to hear the Halloween stage theme, and it sounded like it was like a Skrillex track on crack. It was kind of insane in a way. See, like it was like creepy at the same time.
That's weird because most Skrillex's stuff sounds like it's on crack already.
Yeah, it had that the creepiness to it, but it was kind of cool though. But Urian came out. Yeah, but Urian came out though.
Yeah,
September. He's actually kind of fun to play, especially
I've
trying to do some bullshit Aegis Reflector combos. So he was fun. They added I like the daily challenges, but it seems like the thing is they're so trivial though. A lot of them are very trivial and like super pointless. Like I think I did one yesterday where it was knock your opponent down 10 times, and like you could do that in like a full set, or at least in a full round, or like do a normal throw 10 times, or do V trigger a few times, or
like there's like some hidden ones too.
Yeah, there's like some hidden ones. There's like some like really cryptic ones. Like they'll just tell you the name, like the title of it, but it doesn't really tell you what to do.
Right.
Like there was one, I think it was like Come One Come All, where you had to be in like the bustling side street stage and like get him to get to wear the noodles.
Yeah, you told me about that one.
Like that. And so, but it's actually, I like how they do the challenges to put more fight money into it, because 50 fight money for each ranked match victory. It's kind of, I ain't really cutting it. Nope. Even the single player grind is just intense and is all hell. They also added the colors, for the characters, so you don't have to grind survival mode all the time. But you still got to pay, unless you're like a season pass holder and you get the DLC stuff. But other than that, for the regular characters, you got to pay $5 or 85,000 fight money, which is a lot of fight money still.
Yeah.
But hey, it's better than grinding survival mode, I guess.
Survival sucks.
It does.
It is stupid.
It really is.
The difficulty curve is just...
What I like about the Street Fighter V in that update was, they're starting to put more stuff in, but it's still not a complete game.
Yeah.
At least to me, it's not. It's not a complete game, and there's a lot of things still that I think it's because we played Street Fighter 4 for so long. We kind of expected bigger and better in Street Fighter 5, because usually when you release a game like a sequel, it's supposed to be bigger and better.
Yeah.
Like MK1 when that came out, and then like Mortal Kombat 2 came out, it was bigger and better. More characters, more blood, more fatalities, all that other shit. And then Street Fighter 5 came out, it looks like it just took a step backwards after Street Fighter 4, because like there was quite an interesting Reddit post, because in Street Fighter 4 you had 2 point systems. You had battle points and player points.
Yeah.
Battle points was for your your general.
That's your
overall. And the player points was for the for your character.
Yeah.
To see where you're ranked. Like last time I played Street Fighter 4 on PS4, I was top 100 Balrog for like the longest time, but I haven't played it in so long, so I'm like top 600. But still,
it's still not bad.
But the thing is I think online still needs to be fixed though in Street Fighter 5, because it takes quite a while sometimes still to get into a match.
Yeah.
They need to take a cue from Pokken, because like you can get into a match in like less than 10 seconds. Guilty Gear's netcode is pretty good. The King of Fighters 14 netcode is pretty good.
Yeah.
And the MKX netcode got better. So I think what Capcom needs to do is like really work on their netcode and things like that. Because a lot of people. I'm not saying a lot of people don't have friends, but like there are people out there that don't have a lot of friends that play Street Fighter.
Yeah, or don't have like a place to go to.
Yeah, like a dedicated scene. I mean, with us, we got to travel 2 hours just to go to a scene.
Yeah, we don't have a scene out here, not yet, at least.
Not yet. We got to work on that.
Yeah.
Be some dedicated people. But I think my impressions of the update, it's a start. They added the Versus CPU.
Yeah.
And I've also reading that there might be an arcade mode coming.
See, that's what I'm waiting for. The Versus CPU is fine and all, but I don't know. I can go for an arcade mode, because that's basically what I played in 4 was the arcade mode, and then I sat in trials. That's how I learned what I did learn.
Yeah. I mean, I learned a lot, playing Street Fighter 5, playing the beta, watching tournaments, yada, yada, yada. But I think, in arcade mode is like the staple of a fighting game.
Yeah.
Like for, especially for home consoles.
Yeah.
Because, you had the arcade mode in, arcades before, but then you always had, like, someone that was just, like, right there, and, they would just come play some games with you. But, with the home, because especially with, like, the whole online thing, it's a big thing, and not, a lot of... not too much on single player a lot these days. There's a lot of good games out there that's just single player, but it's a lot of things where you got to have online multiplayer for it. And I'm thinking that if Street Fighter 5 can implement a better netcode and better online multiplayer, like excuse me, like in Street Fighter 4 they had like you can do online tournaments, you can do team battle, you can have like it's in ranked matches, you could even go to ranked lobbies. You could choose who you want to face.
Yeah.
And actually you could see what their bars are before you actually connect with them. Like if they have green bars, you're good to go. Yellow, yeah. Red, just get out.
In my case, so you see my name.
Fuck out of here with that shit. So I had to boot somebody last night during my stream because like they had one bar all of a sudden. I'm like, you're gone. But it's not a complete game.
Not yet. No, they're working on it though.
And I also don't have a lot of money to like buy every single premium costume because
not all of them are worth it though, in my opinion. Not all of them. I think there's a few good ones.
I think the only thing I just want is just the Macho Man Randy Geef.
Yeah, that's what I would.
Even
buy.
though I don't play as Geef that
them.
much. If I don't play as Geef that much,
I'd switch to Geef if I had that costume. Shit.
I like the Laura costumes too, but everybody does.
I don't remember hers offhand. I don't remember her premium one.
It was the one where she's wearing like just the jacket and like a bra and panties and like gloves.
Yeah, it's a nice costume.
Yeah, that's her costume.
Everybody likes the costumes.
Everybody likes Laura's costumes because they're good like that. Because I think that if Street Fighter 5 was as successful as Street Fighter 4, they wouldn't get so much backlash. If they actually did, those kinds of things, and at the start they wouldn't get so much backlash because, like, as we said in the first episode, people were pissed.
Yeah.
Things like that. So, and what I think is that I know they did it for the competitive scene, but not everybody is part of the competitive scene. It's cool they did like these online tournaments for like Capcom Pro Tour. It's really cool, which I didn't even make it out of my pools for that one because
it's always next year.
It was always next year. I'm thinking Frosty Faustings and Combo Breaker for me next year again. Because, that's how I am.
Yep.
I want to get better. But a friend of ours, he's in Chicago, and he has the advantage over us.
Yeah, he goes like almost every weekend, right? Every Sunday or something. He
can go there every Monday to Ignite, and that's a great thing, and things like that. So, what I'd like to see is I want Street Fighter 5 to be a better game.
Yeah. I
really do. And the fact that we're probably going to be paying for characters again next year, because season 2, things like that. But since it's coming to a close, it's October, Capcom Cup is in December during the PlayStation experience, What I'd like to see in Season 2 are like these 6 characters. Not in any particular order, but I would like to see Sagat, Kuma, Sakura, Oro from Third Strike. I'd like to see Eagle from Street Fighter 1 and CVS 2. And I would also like to see the 6th character. Yeah, probably hit or miss, but probably Abel or or Viper might be, because like if you've played like through the
Viper's in the
if you play through the character stories, you'll see Viper, you see Sakura, you see Oro and Abel in the cinematic stories. So
they're probably coming for sure.
Yeah.
Just a matter of when.
Yeah, it's a matter of when, and the fact that like DeCapre was looked like she was very playable.
Yeah.
Things like that. So they might put her in. But I was reading an article on like there was like a poll made by Capcom, who they want to see, in Street Fighter. And the fact is that I read a comment on there. It says, I don't know if these popularity polls work. I mean, that's how we had to suffer through Mika. I was just like, what?
Shit.
But I mean, the character I really wanted in Street Fighter V was really Nash. I was so excited for Nash. I mained him first, and then I kept getting bodied with him, and I was just like, I can't play as Nash that well because I just can't, And we're gonna segue into the next month since we're already in October, man. What do you think of the PlayStation Plus games that were offered this month?
It's a very solid month. Like, I was shocked because there's 2 titles that are like big in name, or just big in franchise at least. We have Transformers and Resident Evil.
I know.
And that it being, Halloween month, that's perfect.
I know.
I'm happy with it. It's a solid month for PS4 at least. I mean,
yeah. I got Resident Evil on day one. Never regretted it ever.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't care if I spent the $20 to pre-order it and got me my theme and
that theme is now free.
Well, the theme, the 20th anniversary theme was actually free for like ever, but I guess people just started noticing it that it was free.
Oh, really? Yeah, I got mine months ago.
Yeah, I got mine like when I got Resident Evil 0.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was just because like when we got that text message, I'm like, I've had that theme forever.
Yeah, and I was like, it's been free, man. Where you been?
Hey, for real.
It was free before.
Yeah. I haven't got the PS3 version of Resident Evil because, I get it as a cross-buy. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
That was neat. Transformers, I actually just downloaded it.
It is a lot of fun.
It's made by Platinum, so
yeah,
it's got to be fun.
It has like the original voice actors too, which is amazing. Except I forget which guy it is. It's like the original voice of Megatron or somebody.
Because he's dead.
Yeah.
So.
But for the most, it's like 99% original voice actors, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan of Transformers or just the old school stuff, you'll feel right at home with it.
Yeah. And the fact is, like, it's made by Platinum, so it's an action. It's going to be like a ridiculous action game.
Yeah.
So Platinum has not really, steered me wrong in terms of games that they've released. I haven't played all of them, but
everybody's tossing them games left and right now.
I know.
I mean, they really have a hand in like every franchise at this point.
I heard that Ninja Turtles game kind of sucks, though.
That's because it was a break out of what they normally do.
Yeah.
They're trying something different, but they shouldn't have.
Yeah. It looked really promising.
It does. It looks great. All of Platinum's games look great. Especially, I think Transformers is their best looking one because they went for a style, and they hit it like perfectly.
No, their best looking game was Okami.
Did they do Okami?
Well, when they were at Clover Studios.
No. I don't, because with Transformers, they went for like a comic book cartoon look, and it's perfect. And it plays flawless.
Because that's what Transformers is.
Yeah.
It's comic-y.
It's perfect the way it is. I love it. I love the style of it.
Remember Beast Wars Transformers? Or that show?
The one that no one talks about?
Yeah.
Wait, Beast Wars, I forget which one. Beast Wars or Beast Machines. One of them was crap. I can't remember which one it is.
I don't know. I remember watching Beast Wars Transformers. And
I watched both, and I can't remember. One of them's like actually canon Transformers, and the other one was like something that a Canadian studio did with the Transformers name, and it was their own thing. I think it was the one where they were physically animals.
With Platinum making games, and other studios, who's not going to be making some games?
Who?
Ubisoft.
Ah.
They're not going to be making, they're probably making them, they just won't release them, Because the thing is, I came across this article here that Ubisoft won't necessarily release Assassin's Creed and Far Cry in 2017. And the first word that came out of my mouth when I saw the headline was good. It was good. Because
they already confirmed that they weren't doing it. That they already confirmed that they were going to take about a year, maybe 2 years off from releasing a game. And I guess this is just like actual proof that, or confirmation that it's not going to be coming out until they took 2 years off.
The thing is because, Assassin's Creed is such a good franchise.
It is, but the previous entries just got like watered down.
I know.
Like they need this break to like bring the franchise back to what it used to be.
See, because the thing is, I really loved the first one. The first one was good.
The second one was amazing.
The second one was just amazing as all hell. Even Brotherhood and Revelations weren't that bad.
I like Brotherhood. I didn't care too much for Revelations.
Revelations was okay.
Revelations was like when this franchise started to get weird.
Yeah. It's a hook blade. It comes with two parts. The hook and the blade. Well, no shit, Sherlock.
It was that line and the 1 and 2 where he meets his like uncle. He's like, "It's me, Mario." Two best lines in the franchise.
I was like,
it's like they went there.
I was like, good job, Ubisoft.
They went there.
And then 3 came out, and I was like, first of all, why am I playing as a crybaby?
Yeah. See, that's a weird thing because there's a lot of people that absolutely hate 3. I love 3.
I did not hate it. It was like
it felt like it was just starting to get good, and then game over.
It was like that relationship that you had before, like, you got married or like settled down with somebody.
Yeah.
Where it was at first, you kind of like have no idea if something was going to go right or not, or how everything would end, and then like it picked up a little bit steadily, though not too fast, but it was just like a steady thing, and then like it got really good, and all of a sudden, like,
yeah,
that's basically what it was.
It's just sad because they had a shit ton of good ideas.
It did.
It just didn't elaborate on some of it.
I just didn't feel like taking care of some horses, though.
Yeah. And
the fact that Connor is like the biggest crybaby in the game.
Yeah, but I mean,
like I thought Titus from Final Fantasy X was a crybaby, but no. Fucking Connor, I swear to God.
Man, no, I think Titus is the worst crybaby in any game.
I used to work with a guy, and he was like, "I don't like 10." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because it's my story. It's my story." That's why I didn't want to do that. That's why I don't like it. And but yeah, Titus was a bit of a crybaby. But
he's the biggest crybaby in gaming.
He is. And I think that with Assassin's Creed, it seriously went downhill. I mean, there were the good Assassin's Creed games were 2 and Black Flag.
I forgot about Black Flag. How can I forget about that? Was such a good game.
I know.
They hit the pirate theme perfectly. The boat,
the shanties, just
everything was good.
It was good. I didn't care for like the real world shit. Really didn't care for it, but
I cared more for the real world shit over the boats. But the boats were still fun.
The boats were great,
dude. Harpooning whales, that shit was awesome.
And like taking on man of wars. Oh man, those are just amazing. Like you knew you had to go and upgrade your ship, man.
Yeah.
Get some balls on that motherfucker. Because and I was like, oh man, okay, cool. Like 4 came out, I really enjoyed it. Like I went through it from start to finish, and I was like, oh man, they're restoring my faith once again in Assassin's Creed, and Unity came out.
Unity was so Did I tell you about my time with that game?
I think you did.
I got halfway through, and I had to restart the entire fucking game. There was a bug where I was crawling along, or I was, it was across this archway, and there's like a chain with the lantern, and I was running across it, and I started free falling in place. No matter what I did, I reloaded the game, I tried killing myself, everything, it wouldn't work. I had to restart the entire game, just to avoid that one spot.
The
pissed
thing
me
is,
off.
I played it. I passed the. I think I got a quarter of the game done, and then I couldn't bring myself to continue the game for some. It was just because it was just like, man, this game sucks.
Yeah.
And then I decided to buy it again because it was like on sale for like $7 at a Walmart for Black Friday. They had all the updates and all that shit, and I played it, got to the same spot, and I said, I can't finish this game.
My problem is it was so promising. There was so much it sounded so cool. And then, like, the multiplayer was broken because you're supposed to, like, co-op with friends and stuff, and it was broken. Not only that, like, you know how there's, like, missions, so, like, you had to get specific gear. You had to go do these co-op missions. You could do those by yourself.
Yeah.
You didn't need anybody.
No.
It was a little harder, but it was entirely doable.
Yeah, and I like the idea that you could, like, do a mission your own way.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, what the game will tell you. You know, that was kind of cool, but it was just like...
They need to bring that back.
I think the fact that Assassin's Creed had become a franchise that was just milked so early.
They try to adopt the Call of Duty formula.
How in the hell is Call of Duty getting away with the shit they're getting away with? I'm sorry, you know.
Because there hasn't been a game that's caught on enough popularity for everybody to, like, jump over to.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I guess.
Because, I mean, like, Call of Duty, it's a big enough franchise. They have their own events. They have, you know, majors and stuff like that. But that's the only thing that's doing it. Like, Battlefield's an entirely, like, different beast. They don't have, like, major league gaming events or anything like that. What they do is it's, like, a server of people from a clan that just, like, go to other servers and then they end up fighting each other. And they just have, like, a big war out of it. It's, like, all personal. It's not, like, competitive. It's just, like, you know, for fun.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been a game that's like that.
I mean, with
yet.
And then also they're saying, you know, they don't plan on releasing Far Cry. Now, I will tell you,
I'm okay with that.
I can be okay with that, but I'm also going to tell you I've not played Far Cry that much. I played Far Cry 2 a good bit. Malaria sucks. And Far Cry 3 I played a good amount. It was not bad.
3 was a lot of fun.
3 was fun.
4 was the same game.
4 was the same game, but you had
same story.
Same, yeah, basically.
And you could win the game in like 5 seconds.
I never played Primal though.
Primal was surprisingly a lot of fun.
Really?
Yeah. Because you had to really rethink, and the best part was like all your weapons you could throw. So 9 times out of 10, you would have a club on you, and you would just chuck a club at the dude's head and like knock him down, and then you'd run over and just start poking him with a stick. It was, and then you could freaking train like saber-tooth tigers and shit to go fight for you.
Mm.
It was a shit ton of fun. See, what I would like them to do, instead of like maybe stop doing Far Cry games, like postpone main titles, like numbered ones, but give us like another Blood Dragon. You know, just like do these little side projects.
I still can't believe I have not played that yet. I have it. I own it. I haven't got a chance to play it yet.
I have not played it. I want to play it. I heard nothing but good things of it.
Yeah, too bad your PlayStation TV can't play that.
No. If I get PlayStation Now, I can.
Yeah. But I think my thing is this with Ubisoft. It's one of those companies that you don't know what you want to do with them. You know, you don't know if you want to. You don't know if you want to be their friend or not. You know.
I do. See, for me, I like Ubisoft's games. They have a lot of good games right now. Yeah. It's just some of their franchises need to take a little bit of a break. It's like the Tom Clancy games. They took a break for a while. They're starting to come back, and they're getting good. I mean, have you seen the stuff for the new Ghost Recon game? It looks amazing.
I haven't got a chance to watch that.
It looks amazing. It's like military Grand Theft Auto. That's like it in a nutshell. And then Watch Dogs 2 looks amazing.
It does, actually. I'm actually
which I'm happy because
I just hope they fix the driving mechanic of that
from the looks of it looks like they did. I just like the fact that they took the multiplayer mechanic from the Division and implemented it into Watch Dogs 2. Mm-hmm. Like it works the same way where you can just like seamlessly join somebody and be in your own little like world together and not have like too much going. You don't have to go through like loading screens and stuff. It's just like you just join them. Which is just great.
Yeah, I mean, I am actually, and it's set in San Francisco, you know, which is kind of interesting. Not a lot of games are set in San Francisco.
Not officially.
Not officially. I mean, it was Driver San Francisco.
That's true.
That was a thing.
That's true.
It was San Francisco Rush, that old racing game.
Isn't Crazy Taxi basically in San Francisco?
It's based off of San Francisco, yes.
Oh, that's San Francisco. We're just gonna call it that.
But they had Fila shops, and that was the shit.
I still have yet to like legitimately play that game.
Are you serious?
Like I've played it, but not like I've never like actually sat down and committed time to it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I play it and I'm like in there for like maybe like 10 minutes. I'm like, I'm good. I got my fill.
There's so much things that I just want to look forward to when it comes to gaming. I just don't like being disappointed. I think it's because the fact that how I grew up, like I started becoming picky now when it comes with games. Because like back when I was younger, you know, I was like, ooh, it's a game.
Yeah.
And then like I get disappointed, depending on what the game was, you know, things like that. And speaking of games that, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, I'm looking for that Kingdom Hearts 2.8, my friend.
Yeah.
You know, it comes with you get a limited edition doohickey, man.
Yeah, you get the Mickey pin.
Yeah, the Mickey pin, which is cool. I got like a little pin for the Kingdom Hearts 2.5 thing, but I kind of like
I have that
them
too.
to like implement shit, you know, with it. You know, because
I don't know, what are your thoughts on 2.8? Because I've
to be honest,
it's mixed.
I'm looking forward to it because I never got a chance to like fully play Dream Drop Distance.
I've never played it. I've seen it. It looks cool.
Of what I played, it was pretty fun. They had like this. They have this thing called Free Flow. I think it's what it's called, where you can like just zip through the levels, and like it's just ridiculous because like you like zip through the levels in certain areas, and like you can do like stupid combos while you're like zipping through the level.
That sounds awesome.
You know, and things like that. The Aqua story, which comes after Birth by Sleep, I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. I want to see how things progress throughout the story of Kingdom Hearts because, you know, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts since its beginning.
Yeah, same here.
And the amount of plot that is in that game.
I think Kingdom Hearts has the most like convoluted plot ever.
It is a very convoluted plot. You know,
It's like it's hard to piece together, especially when like they keep releasing games and they're not in any chronological order. They're just like, no, we're releasing a game and it just takes place like here. They just like throw a dart at a board and like that's where it's going to take place at.
Yeah. And what is so funny about Kingdom Hearts is that they love to make you wait.
Yeah.
So I haven't heard shit about Kingdom Hearts 3 yet. And the fact is that it's so funny. As much as a Kingdom Hearts fan that I am, I never thought that the HD covers actually had a message behind them.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And the fact that that was a thing made me go, wait, what? And
Yeah.
the fact that
it has a lot of people speculating now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, for those who don't know, the creator of Kingdom Hearts, can't remember his name, he had an interview with somebody, and he basically said, like, there's a hidden message that relates to Kingdom Hearts 3 on the covers of 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8. And there's a meaning because in 1.5 he's sitting, 2.5 he's standing, and then in 2.8 he's finally walking.
He's walking.
So there's a meaning behind it, and people are like, they're trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah. Because
I don't blame them. I mean, this is
some heavy, deep shit right here.
For all we know, there could have been like news basically like on the covers, and like nobody's really
knew about
pieced it together because it's like, oh, that's just a cool cover, whatever. The only thing I can think of when I see the 1.5 cover though is Game of Thrones, because that's the Iron Throne basically that he's sitting on.
I have not watched a single episode of Game of Thrones.
It's good.
I've heard it's
You
good.
should watch
I've heard it was so good to the point where a friend of mine that I used to work with said, I will give you my HBO Go username and password, and I will tell you after the second episode, I said, you know what, I'll give you 4 episodes and you'll be hooked on it, or some shit like that.
I wouldn't go that far and say 4 episodes. It took me the entire first season to get hooked. Like, they were good, but like it wasn't until like I finally watched the season 1 finale and I was like, I gotta see what happens next.
I mean, you thought Game of Thrones was so good that you decided to name your daughter after Khaleesi.
Yep.
Who I
Baby
heard,
Alpha.
Who I heard got naked in like one of the episodes of the show.
You mean like everybody?
Oh, okay.
Like it is like as good as Game of Thrones is, it is basically like softcore porn. Like you see a lot of tits, you see some dick sometimes, but there's only like maybe 2 scenes where they're actually doing it.
Yeah.
At least from what I've seen, because I'm not fully caught up.
Because it was like, I remember. I think I was hearing a discussion about Game of Thrones with like somebody, and I said I heard that somebody died in this episode or whatever. It's like, oh, everybody dies in every episode.
You name a person, they're probably dead or going to die. That's how Game of Thrones works. It's almost as if they just threw some darts at a board and like these people are dying this season.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So the fact is that when asked about what the message was about in the cover art, like Nomura won't really.
Yeah, he's of course not.
He's not gonna really say it.
He's not gonna say it. He's gonna let all the fans speculate, and then he's finally gonna like drop a trailer when they're finally announce the release date, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, you're all wrong. This is what it actually meant."
Yeah.
Though I wouldn't be surprised if
I'm still waiting for the 1.5 and 2.5 to hopefully come out on PS4, because it would fix all the issues that had the PS3 port had.
Yeah. Well, see, I think it's gonna happen. I just don't think it's gonna happen until after 2.8.
Yeah.
Because the guy that leaked that Final Fantasy X and X-2 were coming to PS4 also leaked that Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 were going to come together on one disc.
That would be great because...
But it hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened. And the fact that, when I was saying, like, it would fix the problems that the PS3 port had, a person like me who's played Kingdom Hearts forever, has, especially 2, like, I played 2 the most, has noticed a lot of different things. In the PS3 port of, the HD 2.5, the summons has a load time in the summons. It doesn't come out instantly instead of like in the PS2 version. Is because of like it has to. The fact that the thing is because there's no install option on the PS3 port, and it's trying to read the memory from the game's data in order to do the summons and do the transfer the drive forms. There's like a way you could actually like lower that load time, and that is by you could do a pause buffer. You pause, wait 3 seconds, unpause, transform right away. And it comes, and the load times are such a big deal, especially for speedrunners. They would rather speedrun the PlayStation 2 version of Final Mix than the HD port because. Like I think one of like the records for like the PS3 was like 4 hours and 24 hours and 15 minutes I think, and like the PS3 version was like 3 hours and 50 something minutes, and that 20 minutes or so was because of the load times.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I still have yet to fully beat Kingdom Hearts 2. Back when I had it on PS2, the game would always I don't know what was wrong with my disc. I never replaced it, but the game was always it would hit the credits.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't let me save after the credits.
Oh, it won't let you do a new game plus.
It wouldn't let me do anything.
It won't let you do a clear. It won't let you do a clear data. That sucks.
Yeah, so I never like got to finish everything on it.
Oh man, when I beat 2.5 on critical mode, I was so happy. Especially when I got 100% Jiminy's Journal.
Nice.
Oh man. Because I was on one boss and it took me forever to beat him. It was like the secret, the extra boss, things like that, which you haven't gotten that far, so I won't really tell you.
Well, I've seen. I mean, it's been years since that, so I mean, I've already had spoilers from watching speedruns and stuff.
You're looking forward to something though coming out next year though.
What, Persona?
No, well, that too. But you're looking for something. It was a Vita game.
Oh, Danganronpa?
Yeah, you're kind of looking forward to it.
A little bit. Not as much as other things, but I'm looking forward to it because I haven't actually had a chance to actually play it. Although I can just get it on Steam. Oh
yeah, I forgot that there was a PC version of that. Isn't Danganronpa like like a shooter-ish game?
No, that's the third one in the series.
Oh.
Well, third one, because it's like it's a spin-off game that ties to the main story, but it's not. It's a side story. It's a weird, complicated thing. Danganronpa 1 and 2 is like it's a visual novel mixed with Ace Attorney.
Yeah, I like the Ace Attorney series.
Yeah, it's pretty good. This one's all about murder though, instead of just like
Finding the murderer.
I don't know what Ace. I never played Ace Attorney.
Finding the murderer usually.
No.
That's like the first case you do is like somebody got murdered and you got to defend the innocence of like that person who did not commit the murder.
No, in this one, somebody killed somebody, and you're basically trying to not get convicted because the whole thing is to survive the school because you're not like a special high school because everybody there is like the best at what they do. So it's like the best musician, the best athlete, so on, and you just have to like survive and get out. And part of getting out is murdering your classmates. So basically, it's a big whodunit, but you don't want to be the guy who done it, or at least the guy who got caught. So it's interesting. It's a very good game.
That's a very interesting concept for a game.
It's Japan. What did you expect?
Yeah, this is true. I mean, the fact that Japan could just come out with shit, it's amazing.
Japan, like, you can have the craziest shit come out of somebody's mouth, and all you gotta be like, it's a Japanese thing. They're like, I gotcha. Makes more sense now. Which is sad, but it's very true.
It is. That's the funny thing about a lot of stuff that's coming from Japan.
It's great. I love Japan.
Oh, I do. I've been there once.
Nah?
Yeah.
Nice.
When I was younger, yeah, it's pretty cool.
I have yet to go, which I probably will never go.
You should visit one day.
Here's the thing. I don't do shots. So, yep.
Just
staying here.
Stop being such a wuss, man.
It is like, you have no idea. I can handle pain. When it comes to shots, it is like I am getting physically shot.
What if like we just blindfolded you and like knock you out?
The last time I got shots, they had to call in 4 of their biggest security guards to hold me down.
What are you, 20? You're 26, right?
Oh, God, no. I'm 24.
No, you're 24? No, you're not. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm 24.
That's right.
92.
That's right. You are 24. Such a baby.
Baby.
Oh, my God, really?
I'm the biggest baby when it comes to shots.
It's not that bad.
It's to the point to where if Khaleesi's getting shots, I will go down the hall in the doctor's office. I won't stay anywhere near that room. You have no idea how terrified I am of needles. It's not fun. Living life in fear.
So I'm going to take it that you never tried sewing?
No, I sew. I'm a damn good sewer. Are you shitting me? I know. It's not the same kind of needle, though, and I know the difference. Because it's not meant to prick me. The whole point of sewing is to not get pricked.
What about when your fiance was in labor?
Yeah.
Did she get the epidural?
I wasn't in the room.
Oh. I was.
That or I was asleep. I mean...
I was in the room when my wife gave birth.
I hardly left the room. I was, like, on the couch sleeping for them. They woke me up. They're like, hey, it's happening. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm up. Let's do this.
Man, I gotta...
We were in there for, like, maybe, like, almost 24 hours. So.
I woke up at, like, it was 4 a.m. when my wife was in labor. And I had to... She was in her mom's at the time because, like, at the place we stayed at had stairs and she was on bed rest. And, like, our bedroom was, like, upstairs. And, like, the bathroom was also upstairs. So she couldn't, like, chill downstairs.
That sucks.
At the time. So she stayed at her mom. So I got a phone call at, like, 4 a.m. saying, oh, she's in labor. So, like, I stopped by Circle K and, like, told my brother that she was in labor and I needed coffee. Because it was so damn early in the morning. I was like, what is this? I don't even see 4 a.m. half the time in my life.
I see it every day. 4 a.m. sucks. There's nothing going on at 4 a.m. I'll tell you that much.
Speaking of, looking forward to stuff, I actually came across an article, I think it was like a week or two ago, about game franchises, would people like to see make a comeback.
Yeah.
And that really got me to thinking. One, my list is better than theirs. So, flat out right there, you know, whatever list I come up with will be better than theirs.
Right.
You know, whoever, I forgot who posted that article. My list is better because there's so many like franchises out there that are so dormant that they do need to make a comeback.
Yeah.
And here's my list. Legend of Dragoon. I've probably said that many times.
I think you've said it at least once every episode.
Yeah. Legend of Dragoon needs to come back.
Yeah.
Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross. You know, at least have a sequel to Cross.
Of course.
Or Chrono Trigger remake.
I think I'd rather see a sequel over a remake.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, because
well,
depending on how it's done and how it looks, I could be down for it. But I think more people would want to have a continuation over a remake at this point.
Yeah, because the story for Cross actually the ending of Cross really did not finish everything.
Yeah.
So that was, I mean, there's still
I thought Cross wasn't received very well. That's why they didn't make another one.
Well, if they weren't receiver well, they don't know what they're missing because it's a good game. I mean, it's not Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
It's not as good as Chrono Trigger, but it's still a good game.
When I was looking up stuff to figure out if Cross was worth buying or not, that's all I ever read was it's not Chrono Trigger. Like, oh, okay. Don't know what that means, but all right.
Because see, the thing with the fact that the Chrono series is it's a series that needs to. It's one of those series that needs to be taken care of.
Yes.
It has to take major care with that because Chrono Trigger was such a great game, and then trying to top that with Cross, which I thought Cross did a pretty good job. I mean, it wasn't to the Chrono Trigger level, but it was still good.
Yeah.
And I would like to see them, finish the story because it's not done. That's the thing; it's not done. This would have been a perfect time to have a special guest for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then we'd be here all night.
Yeah.
But still.
What else you got on your list?
What else do I have on my list?
Yeah.
Crazy Taxi. No, see, here's the thing. The last Crazy Taxi game was Crazy Taxi 3 for the original Xbox, the Xbox Fat.
We're not counting the one in the App Store?
No.
No.
We're not counting the one in the App Store.
Because it's basically the same game.
It
and
is.
It's pretty decent.
It is. Well, Crazy Taxi 3 came out back on the original Xbox. The Xbox Fat is what I call it. And then I like to see, because there's not a lot of like arcadey type games nowadays. Not too much. A lot of them that do have that kind of arcadey feeling are made by indie studios, which I'm not knocking them
right.
for that. Because there's some pretty fun games. But I would like to see Crazy Taxi come back because it was one of those driving games that is like so fun, and like playing Crazy Taxi on the Dreamcast with its Blink 182 soundtrack, you seeing nothing but Fila and Pizza Hut all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool that they brought it back for like the PS3, but as due to of course licensing agreements, it had to be a completely different soundtrack and no Fila.
Yeah.
And no Pizza Hut. But still, Crazy Taxi is something I like to see back because I like games to be fun. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Games need to. That's what games are all about. Is just have fun with it. And I had so much fun with Crazy Taxi that wasn't even funny. Another thing I want to see come back would be Power Stone, which is it's a fighting game. It's a 3D fighting game. That was basically an inspiration for. That was basically. It was inspired by Smash Brothers, but the arena was like in an enclosed arena, like an enclosed square with like so much shit you could pick up. Like you could pick up a column off of the building that you were in and just knock the shit out of somebody with it. And it was the 4-player brawl is like super ridiculous, and you can like transform into like a Super Saiyan type transformation shit going on in the game. And it was made by Capcom too, so that was when they had super fun fighting games.
Yeah.
So Power Stone is a good one that I'd like to see come back. I would like to see another Garou Mark of the Wolves type game. Capcom versus SNK 3. Marvel 5.
I think any of the Versus games.
Yeah, Marvel 5. When's Marvel?
That would be a good title to bring back since Marvel's gotten big with all the movies and stuff lately.
And the fact that they're actually letting other people do their shit.
Yeah.
Disney's like, here, we'll make you make games.
Disney's just like
they don't want to make they don't want to make games anymore, so just letting other people make their games.
Yeah. And Capcom hasn't done like anything or won't do anything to like destroy their characters. So I mean, they'll be fine if they just let them make it. Just let them make it.
But they gotta make it good. That's the problem. That's the thing. They have to make it good.
They could easily just make a Marvel game and just tie it in with like the fucking next Avengers release. That's all they got to do.
Yeah, as long as Activision doesn't make it, that would be great. Or who was it they when the Marvel movies was out and they passed it off to the Activision, right?
I don't fucking know.
They were all garbage anyways.
Yeah. No, if they did another Marvel vs. Capcom, just play it in around the movie hype.
Yeah.
Maybe toss in some costumes from the movie for some of the Marvel guys, and just it'll sell. It'll sell because it's Marvel.
Yeah.
But it'll sell because it's tied in with the movie, so it'll get more people in.
Yeah. What would you like to see come back that's been kind of dormant that you've played? I
thought about it for a while, and I can't think of like too many.
Mm-hmm.
Jack and Daxter for sure.
Oh.
For sure, it's got it. That was like the number one thing when I thought of this, and I was like, because there's, if you look like in their Naughty Dog released a book that was like the history of their company or whatever over like 20 years or some shit, and they have like sketches and designs for Jack and Daxter stuff that they never released.
Yeah.
And the last game that was on PSP that they ported to PS2 was, so I'd like to see them bring it back and like maybe just like reboot it or something. But no, that'd be a good one to bring back.
Speaking of platformers, I would like to see. Maybe you might make fun of me for this, but I'd like to see Spyro make a comeback.
That was my second thing with Spyro. I was literally getting ready to say Spyro. And no, Spyro needs to make a comeback and not fucking Skylanders, but like a proper Spyro game.
Can't believe they actually announced the Skylanders.
I'd like to see them make another Star Wars, the old Knights of the Old Republic game.
I actually wanted to see what that 1313 was going to be like.
Yeah, that was super promising from all the stuff that they showed. And they're just
shut it down.
Speaking of Star Wars, did you see the new trailer?
For Rogue One?
Yeah.
No.
It is damn good. Like, I am more excited for this movie than any other Star Wars movie, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan. It is insanely good. Go watch it. Everybody go watch it. It's homework.
Speaking of movie trailers, that Power Rangers one, though.
That was insanely cool.
That was so cool. And I was like, wow, my kids like Power Rangers, and I don't think I should take them to watch this movie.
Yeah, no. See, that's good and bad because it's not traditional Power Rangers, which is I'd be okay with. But it's like...
I bet it's going to be rated PG-13.
It's Americanized. Like, it's a lot of fighting, a lot of action, and a lot of seriousness, which is, it's fine. As long as they don't screw up some major characters in some way. Which, right now, it seems like with their new take on everything, everything's working out fine.
It does.
Not a huge fan of how they put the armor on, though. I don't know if you caught that.
It was fun.
When he, like, grabbed it and he just, like, molded and, like, seared over him.
Because it was funded by Tony Stark.
Yeah. I would like a proper, like, campy, like, transformation. At least once. Give us one where they're, like, dicking around in the room. Give us the whole Spider-Man treatment where he's learning how to use his web.
Well, like when they...
And Tobey Maguire, where he's just like...
just fuck shit up.
Yeah. No, that looked good.
But I think there's a lot of franchises that I can't really like think of off the top of my head at this moment. That wants to come
It's hard to think about because there's so many games I've played over the years, and there's only like a handful that I would like to see come back. But then again, they've came back in some way, shape, or form recently.
Or are coming back, you know?
Yeah, like I was going to put Crash on the list, but Crash is...
The remaster.
Crash is basically making a comeback. That's testing the waters for a comeback.
Yeah.
Let's face it, that's what that
As long
is.
as Naughty Dog does it, I'm cool with that.
I don't know if they will.
They need to. That's their game.
The Activision has the rights, don't they?
Fuck Activision.
I understand it's Naughty Dog's game, but I'm pretty sure Activision still has the rights for it.
I think they need to just get it back from Activision because that's their baby.
That's the game that made them.
Yeah, and a lot of things that we want to see back, of course, is not going to make a comeback. Like, I don't think we'll ever get a Black reboot or.
Never played Black.
It was a very interesting first-person shooter.
I heard it was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Wasn't it made by like Criterion?
Burnout
guys.
Yeah, it was made by the Burnout guys, I believe. And the fact is, like, so many there, and then the games that people wanted to come back, are back. Like, they're remastering, the Kingdom Hearts series. They did
just on the wrong system.
It's on the wrong system.
They're remastering everything, which I like and hate. I like that they're bringing back and trying to revamp and bring in new people to these these old franchises that were amazing. But at the same time, I'm like, why can't you just make another game?
Something to hold us over forever.
I like to think of it as they're like, we're just gonna make this, see how people like it, and then if they like it enough, maybe we'll make another game. But if it doesn't sell well, at least we made money.
They will make money someday.
Yeah, there's quite a few things that I wish would either come back in a proper way or just be good.
The one thing I never ever want to see is a Superman game.
I do.
I don't.
Well, if all the rumors and stuff are true, Rocksteady should be working on one.
I think they're working on a Justice League game, which I'll be cool with that.
See, I don't know, because like in Arkham City, or Arkham Knight rather, this is Arkham Knight. They just dropped a bunch. There was only Superman that they talked about. They didn't talk about anybody else. It was just Superman. It's Lex Luthor and Superman.
I don't know, because the thing is, Superman has gotten the open world treatment before.
Yeah, but it hasn't been in the hands of a good studio.
I think Rocksteady would do pretty well with that.
The only thing that I would say, if Rocksteady is doing it, they need to definitely quadruple the size of Arkham Knight, because that kind of Superman, someone who can fly around and super strong and shit.
Yeah.
That scale of a open world is not going to work. You need something like Grand Theft Auto size.
Yeah.
But that's going to fucking kill, because especially if they go through with half the quality. Because Arkham Knight is damn good looking.
It's a good looking game, yes.
You toss that with a huge open world and somebody zipping through it, it is gonna kill our systems.
Maybe it will be time to get that Pro.
I don't even think the Pro could handle that, to be honest. That is a lot. You need maybe if my PS4 is water cooled, maybe.
With all this talk about what we look forward to, what have you been playing lately?
You know what I've been playing.
I know what you've been playing. They don't know what you've been playing.
I've been literally playing two things, and that's World of Warcraft, because I started playing again, and Resident Evil, which I finally beat 4, which is my first Resident Evil game ever beaten, which I loved it.
Celebration!
That was a nice one.
It was.
It was all acoustic and shit. Started playing 5 today for a little bit. 5 was weird because I'm used to 4, and
they changed the controls on that one too. When
because I was
came out.
I was playing and I was like, why the fuck am I not turning? And I was like, oh my god, a second stick. Because you can
move the camera in 4, but you don't really turn.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing, because I didn't touch it at all.
There's a because the Resident Evil 4 has the quick turn.
Yeah, and 5 it's very slow.
It's kind of slow, yeah. But in 4 you can also do a semi-quick turn. If you want to make a quick right turn instead of just a 180, you can manipulate the camera, and then because Leon will actually aim where the camera is pointing.
Yeah.
It's speaking of Resident Evil 4, I've been playing a lot of that too, because I'm also planning on speedrunning that.
Yeah.
So I've been doing some speedrunning practice in my spare time when I'm not working. things like that. So that's pretty fun. Picked up Mortal Kombat XL.
Yeah, I've been learning that.
I'm relearning it.
Yeah.
And my relearning has not been so fruitful. I can tell you that much, man. I think it's like the last time I played it like fully was June of. I think I stopped playing it in May or June of last year, and then played that little bit of it during Combo Breaker, and that was just not a very pleasant experience for me.
Yeah.
And then I decided to pick it up because I'm like that guy that price matches. So I like Target.
Which is funny because like maybe a week after you were like, oh man, I got it. Like WB has had a sale like every other week, and it's been the same price.
I didn't want a digital copy. That's why. I mean, I got it for $34.
It was on sale, like not just digital, but like in store too for physical copies.
Yeah, I didn't care.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I can't
undo it.
Can't undo it.
Not yet, at least.
No. Can't do a rain check. Walmart doesn't do rain checks. I don't think
anybody does rain checks anymore.
I don't think so either.
I think now it's like, oh, you want a rain check? Just go online.
I usually price match with Amazon, but I have to like go to Target to do that because they price match like everything.
So does Best Buy, basically.
Oh, Best Buy does that too? Okay.
Best Buy does like every major, as long as it's like a major outlet somewhere, they'll price match it. So like there's a big computer parts store called Fry's. There's only one. There's one here, one in Texas, and like 30 in California. But they price match to it, so.
Oh, that's cool.
They still price match to CompUSA. And CompUSA is like basically dead in the water. Like they have an online website, like, and that's all it is anymore. They don't have any physical stores, but they still price match to it. Which I mean, don't go to CompUSA. CompUSA sucks. And it was better when it was Tiger. That's besides the point.
And of course, I've been playing Street Fighter V still.
Of course.
I'm actually going to be playing Rise of the Tomb Raider when I actually get my hands on it. Because...
Wait, I think my next game I'm going to get is 2K17.
Which one?
Wrestling.
Okay. You can't just say 2K because there's two of them.
Yeah, there is two. I thought there was three.
No, it's just two now. NBA and WWE.
For some reason, I thought there was a third one.
They shut down MLB.
I know, they shut down MLB.
They shut down NCAA. They shut down NHL.
Yeah, that's sad, because NHL was pretty decent.
Speaking of games coming back, man, I want to see another Top Spin game. Because I'm a fan.
Was it Hot Shots Golf coming back, or what's the tennis one?
The tennis one.
I think the tennis one's
called Top Spin.
No,
that was made by 2K.
Not that one. The one that's like Hot Shots Golf, but
Outlaw Tennis.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's Hot Shots that's coming back. That's coming back.
Something's coming back.
It's coming back.
But yeah, when I get my hands on Rise of the Tomb Raider, I'm going to be doing that. And, as you know, I actually did my comeback stream last night as I uploaded the big announcement on Monday.
Yeah.
Because
supposed to be during this.
But that didn't happen, so I just uploaded my own thing. But it felt so good to come back to stream. The fact that I topped out at 12 viewers, which I don't care. It's fine. Something like that where people was there hanging out, just showing me some support, playing some games with them.
Yeah.
And, having that motivation to stream once again was just amazing. Because I didn't know if it was that I needed a break from streaming or my depression kicked in. It was one of those things that I just did not have the motivation to stream anymore. And so when I came back, I made my comeback stream. I made a big deal about it. I posted on Twitter about it, Discord.
Yeah, everywhere.
And like I got a shout out from a friend of mine saying that I'm coming back. I was like, damn. I was like, this is a thing. And I came back, and it was a rocky start because of the audio, but still, it ended up pretty good. And
that's good.
I enjoyed it. I had fun with it, and I'm glad that I'm back streaming now, because I've always enjoyed streaming. I always like showing people that this is what I like to do. I like to play games.
Yeah.
Have fun. That's what I like to do, and I'm glad I came back. So I'm back on Twitch now.
That's good.
I need
to get back streaming too. It's been a while. It's been a long ass time.
I'm back on the Twitch. that's what's great about it. So
that's about it, man. We should wrap this up.
We should. We've been at it for a while.
Yeah.
But it was good. We finally got this episode.
Hopefully no difficulties on the other side of this, which is our issue with Google. But
yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Another bridge to cross when we get to it.
Yeah, I'm sure more stuff will pop up during this episode, like more logos of people we make fun of. We make fun of GameStop. We make fun of like Walmart. We make fun of like a table. And also, we are 4 episodes in, and yet you have not brought snacks. Yes, I know I mentioned this in the beginning.
You're not going to let that go?
Yeah, I'm not going to let that go until snacks arrive.
We're not going to be able to eat them and do the podcast. It's not going to be like professional. We're sitting here like, oh yeah, video games.
No, we'll just show the snack, and then that's about it. And then we'll eat them like afterwards.
It is sponsored by this bowl of chips right here.
But yeah, so we just want to thank everybody that just came and watched. Of course, follow us on the Twitter, Arneezy
and Twitch,
619, and Twitch, Arneezy 619,
Alpha Chaos 13 on both. That's for both of us on Twitch and Twitter.
Uniformity. I said unity last time.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna add some more letters to it. But yeah, just thank everybody for just stopping by, checking out. We'll be back for episode 5 here in about 2 weeks. Yeah, hopefully, depending on what goes on.
Depending on the news week.
Depending on the news.
If anything big or significant happens, we'll be back.
We'll be back
sooner.
And someday when we get bigger, we will live stream our podcasts.
Gotta get there first.
Right? We gotta get there first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I need some followers. We're still small.
We're still small.
Gotta be big.
I'm short. I'm a short guy. I'm 5'7". But oh well. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. Of course, as always, subscribe, like, follow, comment, like some more.
Double like.
I think you could do that.
Like, unlike, then like again.
Yeah.
There you go.
Have a good one, folks. Take care.
Later.